What up, peeps and peepettes? MorbTron back today with more Ark Survival Evolved Pugnacia on the Thieves Island map. And I just want to thank you all so very much for all your support in prior episodes like this one. Do not forget to annihilate that like button and subscribe for more daily content. So today, guys, we are going to start building stuff. I know I said that I was going to be live streaming on Saturday. Unfortunately, that couldn't happen because my internet kept cutting in and out. I actually couldn't stream at all on Saturday, not even on Twitch, because my internet kept being a derp potato. But it should be fixed now, hopefully. We've had some storms in the area, not nearly as bad as anybody in the coastal Texas area. If anybody is in that area, I wish you luck and for a speedy recovery after the floodwaters go down. Hurricanes are not fun. So anyway, we're going to start doing stuff, but before that, the map actually updated, and it updated right underneath my building, kind of strangely. So there's stuff underneath the building. So when I originally put this little this little box here, my first little starter hut, you guys remember that it was completely flat underneath there. Well, it's kind of not now. So we're gonna go in there and actually removed one foundation already. You can kind of see there's this big, huge cavern down there now. It goes down to the water, and we're gonna see what that is about. Kind of funny that like my base, because I don't think any of it is visible. Any of the hole is visible. I think that my building perfectly covers up the hole. So, I mean, there's a little bit of evidence of it. If you look closely, that wasn't there. I mean, clearly it wasn't there when I built it originally. That's kind of funny that they chose to update it right where my building is. But we're going to go down there. We're going to take a look. I'm not sure if there's going to be any bad guys in there at all. Any baddies. So I'm going to take a dino with me on my shoulder. Just to kind of keep myself safe. And that one dino is going to be my new Nightmare Pegasus, Dixie. We're going to take Dixie with us. My favorite thing about Dixie, I don't know if you guys have used a Nightmare Pegasus in the Pugnacia mod pack at all before. So it's a horse that's really, really fast, and it's black. And it has two little, like, devil horns on it. So I'll go into K mode here. You can kind of see it has those two little devil horns instead of it being a unicorn, which is kind of funny. Plus there's glowing eyes and, you know, the wings. So it does fly. It does fly. It flies rather quickly. So, you know, it's kind of like the Nightmare Pegasus, you know, it being like the devil version of a Pegasus sort of thing. They're also extremely powerful as far as their attacks go. Their regular horse attack, this is not that strong. This isn't that strong. There's a third attack that Mr. Fister added in to this dino, this creature, where it rears up. So I'm going to hit C, and then everything's going to start exploding. Oh, it's amazing. It does so much damage. Plus, if the meteors land in a corpse, it'll harvest the corpse. So, it's hard to beat that. And the damage that does is multiplied by the melee damage stat of the Nightmare Pegasus. So, very cool. I probably won't be using Bird Dirt much anymore. I will keep I'll keep him around as a emergency use flyer. And the funny thing is, Dixie is a lady, like most of my other dinos, other than Bird Dirt and Megatron version 1.1. Or not Gigatron version 1.1, not Megatron. Also, we have to name the glacial aloe, which we're going to do right now. Oh, and I guess you're a dude too. Glacial aloe is also a dude. Options, change name, and somebody suggested this, so this would be Alan, of course. Sub-Zero. There we go. You are now Sub-Zero. You won't even look at me. Okay, whatever. It doesn't care. Anyway, we're gonna put Dixie on our shoulder. And it, like, oh, it still does this. So, like, when Mr. Fister first added this on, it's something with the Dino Pickup mod. The Dino Pickup mod has nothing to do with Pugnacia, so I think him fixing this is on... it won't happen anytime soon. But it's just in K mode that noise happens anyway, so not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. We're gonna pick up this foundation. And as you can see there, I mean, this couldn't be any more perfect where I lined this building up. Let's pick up these stairs too. Alright, now we don't have to pick that up. So it looks like there's metal down here. Yep, okay, so there's metal down here. That's very convenient. Is on this island, that was like my one thing that I didn't really like about it, is how far away metal nodes were. And now they're literally right under my building. So that is very, very cool. Alright, so we got like a cavern deal so far. And I saw water down here, so maybe it'll connect to the outside? That'd be super cool if I could have like a water pen down here. Okay, there's some ruins and a door. That's quite obviously just, you know, not a door. Okay, so yeah, it does go to outside. Kind of. What's under here? Okay, so it's just some water stuff. Nothing too spiffy. The glacial thumbs up a Don, 252. And then, okay, so it comes out here. But you kind of have to know where this is, because it's not, like, super telltale where this little cove is at. So that's kind of neat. It's very neat, actually. Yeah. I'm not sure where on this island it would be the best place for a water pen. I'm probably only going to have a couple water dinos as it is. I know there's a lot of cool water dinos that you can tame. However, I'm just not a very big water dino guy. One thing that I am excited about is that Mr. Fister made it so the Leopleurodon is a tameable thing that you can actually find. And they're actually really powerful. One hit one of my dinos that I was swimming around on it for like 20,000. So, yeah, kind of excited about that, to tame a Leopleurodon. And actually have it stick around and be a useful dino rather than some mythical creature that sparkles and makes drops better for 15 minutes. It's kind of stupid that Wildcard did it that way, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. We gotta do something with a massive hole in the floor. So I can't put the wooden foundations back down, unfortunately. Well, I could. It would just take some finagling that I just don't want to do, because this is a temporary structure anyway. So not really too worried about it. We're going to put a hatch frame in, though. I believe I'll need 3 of those. So what I'm going to be doing with the build is, like I said, I want to incorporate this building or this like stone structure that I'm building within. And in order to do that, what I want to do, right here, is I'm going to have to pillar up to over it, and then build off of those. But the way that the server settings are set up, I should be able to not have foundational support, I believe, if I set it up correctly. Which you never know. It's a hit or miss on whether or not I set something up correctly. I've had to fix a bunch of things already with the server settings. But mistakes happen. So, on the other servers that I help admin, there's a team of us that admin, and it's not just one person running the whole show like with me on my own servers. So, but that is quite alright. Alright, and then let's put the ramp back down. There we go. Awesome. So, yeah, we'll take Dixie up here. I'll kind of show you, or kind of let you guys know how I want this laid out. So, I want to have my structure on top of this stone structure. It's going to be metal and glass for the most part, like most of my high-end builds are, or my final builds. However, I might incorporate other things as well. Since this island is very desert-y looking, I might put some other like adobe structures on this island. However, this main structure, this is what's going to be my crafting building, is going to be glass and metal. And then I might have like a housing structure where, or like a trophy room plus, you know, where my bed is, that is adobe, to kind of go along with the sand island with all the deserty looking plants and all that stuff. But this structure for the most part is just going to be my crafting area. So it's super convenient that there's metal right underneath of it. And it will be made out of metal and glass. So I'm going to get some pillars made up and get that rocking and rolling, and we'll be your peeps. Alright, peeps, we're back. And so we got some stuff done. So I got kind of the beginnings of what the base will be, what the crafting area of the base will be like. And you see I have this giant metal tube coming down here. That's actually going to be an elevator shaft, because I like elevators. And, yes, we're going to finish putting the elevator in. We've already got the power hidden, and all that will be hidden anyway. There's a solar panel up there, and that area will be enclosed. So we're going to finish putting the elevator shaft together. Probably need one more. And get it to snap through the foundation there. I'm not sure. We're going to test it out real quick. Proof of concept. Elevate. And... oh. Okay. We need one more. So let's pick up the metal foundation. And... bam. Okay, there we go. We'll have to hide that. It's these elevator tracks aren't as, like, a tiny bit taller than one wall section, which is super unfortunate. Because then you get the little stubby nub sticking up. But the nice thing about the elevator platform is the game seems to be smart enough to realize that even though there is a stubby nub, that it needs to stop before then. And the reason why I'm putting in 2 doors... well, the elevator track stopped like way down here. Why did it do that? No. It's not... well, that's why we have the double doors, because it's stupid sometimes. And stop. Okay. So there it knows to stop there. That's fine. And then you can see here, I was actually able to put down foundation. So all the metal stuff is foundation. Then we have the glass to see through to the bottom. I'm not sure if I want to leave the cross kind of brace sections there, the window frames like that, or if I want to clear it out so it's just like one big glass pane. Not real sure. Kind of see where the design goes. It is not going to be a box. There is going to be at least one sticky outy bit. I kind of don't want to make it a 4-point star. I kind of can't with the elevator shaft. But I might make a pointy outy bit for like a balcony, like a flyer landing zone for smaller flyers. On one end, I really don't need a bigger area than this for a crafting area, and that's all this is going to be, is just a crafting area. It will be an enclosed building, and it won't be a box. Kind of have yet to decide what I want to do for the roof and how tall I want to make it and all that stuff. I might have it be open concept for a little while while I get all my crafting stations set in, see what sort of metal furnaces I want to use, depending on how tall they are, that sort of thing, will dictate how tall the overall build is. But I wanted an excuse to use the elevators, because I like the elevators in the game. Oh, see, there we go. Now it's not being stupid. And maybe put this wall back in. Bam, wall. So, and I did crank up the elevator speed and the amount of weight that an elevator can hold for the S Plus on the server INI. So that way I think I can get away with using the small one. Then also, you know, being able to use the S Plus to pull resources will help as well with getting resources up and down. Especially in a transitional phase when I'm moving everything from down here in the wooden building to up there in the metal building. And like I said, that little power area will be enclosed. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a windmill up just for looks. I could also use it as a power source, because I have that server setting set up to where windmills will generate power 100% no matter what. Not like on vanilla where it needs to be like 20 miles an hour wind or faster wind speed to generate power. I have it set to 0 for the minimum. Yeah. So there's the beginnings of the base. I'll take a quick fly around on Dixie. You can kind of see how it's going to turn out here. So, I kind of like the wooden structure, or not the wooden, I'm sorry, the stone structure, and I was actually able to use it as like ground to place the foundations on, so that's kind of cool. So you would actually be able to build something like this with vanilla settings. On this area, the hardest part is lining up the center foundation. There actually is, I'll just take this foundation up real quick. There is like a, let's take this one too, so you can kind of see. There is like a little bit of a box in the center that you can kind of base your placement off of. However, it's a tiny bit bigger than one foundation, so you have to kind of center it, which is hit or miss. You know, basically I had to fly Dixie up here, park her, and then kind of jump off like right in the exact center to line it up, and then you know it's a lot of trial and error with placing the initial foundation down to get it lined up to be this square. There's a little bit of an overlap. So it's a 7x7 foundation. So we should be able to do quite a bit with it. Like I said, I think I'm going to have a flyer landing balcony maybe on this side over here, since this is an 8 sections wide. I'm not real sure. Not sure though. Like I've said in many other of my building episodes, I don't really go into it with much more than an idea, a very rough idea of what I want. And then the rest of it, the rest of the actual, what the build looks like, what it's made out of, and all that stuff, evolves over time as the build gets more and more done. Also, I gotta say, like, my sky quality is on, oh, pretty low actually. Let's go take a look. My sky quality is there on the meter, and it still looks pretty good. I don't have it off all the way, because I think it looks pretty. You know, there's some fog and there's like a haze when the volcano erupts on this map. But honestly, I don't need to be like 100% visibility all the time. Just because... oh, it's kind of derping out. But just because, you know, that's real life's not like that. You know, I can deal with the environment looking a little bit more pretty for the trade-off of visibility not being 100% all the time. You know, fog might not make for the best episodes and all that stuff. But I think it adds just another level of detail into the game. So, as like right now, you can kind of see there's like a fog rolling in. Which I think it makes the game look really crisp. It looks good. I like it. You see the fog is clearing up. It's going away. See, it just, it's amazing. This game can look so good with the right settings, with the right PC, and my PC's not even that amazing. So, but anyway, guys, I know it's a little bit shorter of an episode today, but we did some exploring. We tamed a... well, I tamed it off camera, but we tamed Dixie, Nightmare Pegasus. We got the startings of the new crafting area, the very beginning startings of the new crafting area, and then we explored down here. You know, we got metal nodes galore down here, so I don't have to fly super far away to get metal, which is amazing. I was really hoping for maybe like a water pen area down here as well, but you know, for this just appearing, and the only reason why I knew about this area is because Farm Landon, server mate of mine and a good friend of mine, told me like, hey, go check this out because it's kind of cool. So hats off to you, Farm, for again pointing stuff out to me that I didn't notice or didn't know about, because I don't really read the patch notes because I don't know who has time for that. I mean, for reals. Anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for the episode. So if you liked it, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you have anything to say, do it in the comment section down below. Do not forget to have a good day, everybody. And I'll catch you all next time.